Hello, everybody. More Yabbiss. Oh, Nadi. Yeah. So, just give me a second. I want to show you guys something. This not be hard or anything like that. Seriously speaking, this is genuinely from my heart. So I have a friend. His name is Peter. I call him Piro. Wait, now Piro at the corner. I don't know if his name is Peter. I don't know if his name is Peter. But I call him Piro. Everybody calls him Piro. His name is Peter. I don't know. Friend, that was for friend. Anyway, now he dashed me this clothes. He makes this clothes. This is the name of his clothing line. And I actually like it. A lot of people dash me things. I don't even wear it because it's not my style. But this one I like. So, check him out. This is a good surprise. Yeah, I help and post and stuff, but I like the overall, Whoa. I don't wear and go back today. Check when I'm on live, Sorry guys. My guy is hollering at my dog. I don't know why. So yeah. Today I'm going to yab people that are always asking for giveaway. Today is the charity Yabbiss Day. You don't see it. Who say you don't see what's in the card? Look am now. Izodua. Now I need the card. Izodua. So yeah, so first and foremost, why are people turning their lives into entertainment? It's not upside down with camera, this thing now. It's how the camera is, when you show something, it shows the other way around. I don't know how to flip it around, but just look at it. I'm just showing you. I'm not being paid for it. Yeah, it's backward. It's backward. It's backward. Somebody has told us the meaning. Check in the comments. So anyway, what's the meaning of Gucci? What they say? What's the meaning of Izodua? What's the meaning of Gucci? What's the meaning of Yese Laurent? Don't you just wear it? What's the meaning of Tommy Hilfiger? See me now. What's my own with the meaning? What's the meaning of Louis Vuitton? What's the meaning? When they reach African now, different question. What's his name? Cat Williams. He had a joke one time, very funny, and it's true. This is how we are. He said everybody needs white friends because it's only your white friend that will fight for you. He said if you call your black friend, if you call your white friend, that police arrest you in the middle of the night. Hello, team, I've been arrested by the police. He said before you drop the phone, team is at the police station. What did he do? Let him go. He said, but if you call your black friend for night, yo, Dwayne, I've been arrested by the police. He said your friend will interrogate you more than the police. Where are you going? What did you do? Why are you calling me? All these things, we don't know. What does Moschino mean? What does Moschino mean? What does it mean? You don't know what it means. Just Naka, man. Chanel. What does Chanel mean? I beg. Let's go on. So, first thing I want to ask is, what's up with the people always using their entire life as entertainment? This thing is bugging me so much because people expect it of me. They want me to, PR people are going to allow, to show myself to the world. I don't understand this. You see, the only thing that an artist should use to entertain the people is their art. Finish. I don't know who needs to hear this, but the only entertainment that the people need from you, right, is your art. Do not turn your life into entertainment for people that you don't even know. Do not turn your life into something seeking your life. Let people validate your art. Even me, to a certain extent, I don't even need people to validate my art anymore. I've reached the level of consciousness where my art is my art. I'm making the art that I feel the world needs. You understand? I am making the music that I think I want to hear. What I think I want to hear from Africa is what I make. You understand? So I am satisfied with that. But the fact also is, yes, maybe because we need to pay our bills now. Art has changed. This is the capitalist world where everybody need to pay bills. Everybody get everybody get problem, and you need money to do these things. So art is not really about also sharing spirituality, and it's not only about that. It's not only about projecting what messages to the world. It's not only about entertaining people. You have to entertain people and make some money while you're doing it. So I understand that. So maybe we need people to validate it by buying it. But your life now cannot also be what you are using to seek validation for, I don't know, whatever they do it for, whatever you expect it for. Because most times, what is funny is that most times our lives last longer than our careers. Let me repeat that for people who didn't hear me. Because most times our lives will last long past our career. Then those things will be our life, especially, when you put the story of your family out there. One of the things what person they do when you put the story of your life out there, things that happen in your own life, like your family life, your own story, things that are yours. When you decide to make it entertainment to the world, you know what it does? The major thing it does is that when you have kids, it steals from your kids the ability to create their own story, because everybody already knows their story, the in toto of their story, the nitty-gritty of their story. I say, just imagine being a Kim Kardashian's child and you are in a classroom. Half of the class have seen your mother fucking online, and it's not because she be porn star. She's high society lady. There's no story you want to tell them in the class about your family. There's no way there's nothing your child can hold back to say, because they also have show, keeping up with the Kardashians, everything, following their life, knowing every second, so the child now cannot even say, I want to withhold this for my own self-image. I want to withhold this for my own self, the world, so it is not only about, because that child is your life now, that's life. Those things are real life. If people say, don't care about what all these people say, don't do this about what all these people say. Listen, you cannot not care about what people say. Forget all this, you're trying to be. Everybody cares about what people say. Everybody cares about what people say. Trust me. There is no amount of billions you can have. Shaka, when are you inviting me? Shaka is asking when I'm coming to the Congo. Shaka, I'm inviting you to this live. Don't go anywhere. Give me 10 minutes. I'm inviting you to this live for the next topic we're going to talk about. I want to talk about people who say money over everything. I want to talk about what it really means. Everybody, Chakabars is in my live today, my homie. I'll bring him on. Shaka, don't run though. Let's do this live. Let's talk about this shit together. Where is how do I even invite him? Shaka. Where's my G? I don't know if he's. And Shaka, wear a shirt too. Don't come and bring that your chest and stomach on my life and be stressing out the women here. Maji, Maji.
My brother.
You know,
how are you?
I've not told everybody how I met Shaka, right? So I met Shaka about 15 years ago now, something like that. 2008, maybe 13 years.
Not that long, like 2012, somewhere around
No,
there.
man, because it was when I was doing my album with brand Eno that came out in 09. So it's either the latest it could be is probably 010.
Yeah.
No,
when we had
maybe
the
you're right.
chalice.
Maybe it's 2011 at Brighton, right?
Yeah.
It was Brighton.
Yeah.
2011. I've known Shaka now for 10 years. You know? And the day I met Shaka, we had a reggae DJ off at the back of my bus. Where we entertained everybody with our reggae mix. And I picked Shaka. My reggae mix was deeper. I had more reggae tunes than Shaka, yo.
You had the reggae, but
you had the reggae,
but I
had the dance
I had the chalice.
And you had the chalice too. Yes, and Shaka introduced me to chalice that day. I smoked the chalice with, oh my God. Akala introduced
then you went,
the big king.
Then you went on the stage and you tore up the stage.
Yeah, that was a great show that night, man. With Akala, you know, oh, I still remember it vividly. It was a great show in Brighton Dome. Big show.
Look.
So, Shaka, I was going to talk today because you see the topic today is, woo, is that the Congo?
Yeah, man.
Where are you in? Are you in Kinshasa?
No. Go, man. Behind me somewhere. I don't know even if you can see, but over there, there's a volcano over there.
Wow. So, you know, this is even perfect that you are in nature right now, brother. You know, because, you know, a lot of black so-called leaders, our leaders, you know, our influencers.
Not my leaders, they're influencers.
They move from you only live once. Now we are on this money over everything. So I want people to know that nobody really means money over everything. That this is dog whistle. This is the new elite black elitist dog whistle, like black excellence. You know, is a dog whistle for money over black people. You know, when they say everything here, it means black struggle,
black
emancipation, black liberation.
Black elitism is a dog whistle for white capitalism.
Exactly. You know, so because my own real criticism of black excellence is that I've never seen them celebrate poor black people doing good stuff, because black people are working hard cleaning the streets.
Right.
You know, nobody uses that to say hashtag black excellence. You know, you must be achieving something in white institutions or pushing some kind of white agenda. There you are, black excellence. You know, you've made it in some kind of white space. You know, you've been accepted. You know, black excellence. You know, because even throughout the entire COVID, that black people were in the front lines battling. You know, I didn't see anybody pick out an EMT, a black EMT in the States, hashtag black excellence, you know, for saving people's lives, you know. So this money over everything, you know, it also means money over, you know, money over people. It means money, and it also means money over nature.
Right.
That we accept the continuation of the destruction of nature for fiat.
It's like a colonial term, really.
Yeah. So I know you've experienced, and you are one of the more traveled brothers in the world that see a lot of things and experience it firsthand. So,
Hmm.
what do you think of this mentality, though? Let's dig.
I
Let's
think,
dig. Ooh, football.
I think of this thing here. I think, um, I think it's part of the plan. I think it's part of the plan. I think the decolonization process is lengthy and necessary. And right now, we haven't decolonized. We've just recapitalized. And I think the people need to read Pedology of the Oppressed. They need to read The Wretched of the Earth. They need to read Fanon. They need to understand psychologically where these concepts come from, who's paying for them, these things. If they don't understand the colonization, it's like trying to tell a goldfish that it's in prison, you know? It's like the whole world is going on outside and you're in your little bubble of capitalism. So because you're in that little bubble, you feel like everything's right and you'll give you some small money, or you'll help out a family member or something, and then you go to the Gucci store, you go to these places, and every time you you are reinforcing black or African or indigenous subjugation. You're reinforcing ideas of an inferiority complex that didn't
Mm,
exist until white people came along. Like Africans weren't walking around the world going, "We're inferior, we're inferior, we're inferior." Now, all Africans outside of Africa are are walking around with an inferiority complex. They've created a fake superiority complex based on white wealth, which means that they have cognitive dissonance, which means psychologically they don't understand that actually they're the purveyors of their own destruction. Like they're
exactly.
their own gatekeepers for their own people, but they think that they're uplifting their people by having money, right? And
Yes,
it's
but
white money, it's not even black money,
exactly, and
and they don't share it.
how much do they really have?
Are they coming outside or are we
How
going
much
inside?
do they really have? This is what is amazing to me, that black people talk about having money. You know, how much do black people really have in the
Right,
grand scheme of wealth in the world? Like when we're talking about money, wealth, that's intra. I mean, there are some
bro.
white people that own color, fam.
Right,
Colors.
right. Is It's mad being in here in Goma, because this is one of the places in the world that has the most charities in the whole world, right? And really, that in itself is just a recolonization of Africa. There was no charity when they were colonizing. They didn't care. They didn't build schools. There was none of that. Now all of a sudden, everybody cares. You got man here from Ukraine, from Bangladesh, from China, from America. All we're helping the people. We're helping the people. A volcano erupted here in May. We go up to the camp every day. There's no help. But what help? They come and give some small rice. They come and give some small bread. They're not helping the people. What we're doing right now is we're with the chief and we're buying, we're looking for land to buy for people who had their houses taken away by the lava. And then we're going to build them a new house and give them a farming business. So that's
Nice
the
one.
type of
Can you
levels
also
that
tell
we.
my people how to support this? Can they come to your page and find out how to support this thing you're doing right now in Goma?
Yeah, they just click the link. Just click the link in my bio. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna see is like what happens is every time that there's a natural disaster or whatever these things happen, the charities they all go, yes, right. This is an excuse to raise more funds, to then misappropriate the funds, mismanage the funds, and pay themselves nice big salaries. So they'll set up these camps, and then for these camps, even they make false tents. So they pretend they have more people than they have. Then they say that they need this budget. Then they spend 90% of that budget on their driver, on their house, on their wages, on all of these things. Then the camps become refugee camps. The refugee camps then become ghettos and slums, and it never changes. Like they're not trying to
Yes.
pull them out of there.
They
They're not
don't
trying
call
to
them they
create
don't call them
institutions.
refugees when they're in their own country. They are internally
IDPs,
displaced persons. Yes.
IDPs.
Internally. This world is crazy. It's good you're talking about charities, because I posted about this session of because of this institution in my country right now. People are trying to institutionalize begging. You understand?
Wow.
All Nigerian celebrities come online and they do this so-called giveaway where they just share money to people, and There's even an
So
app
so they're
ahead of
getting
this
people
app.
to entertain on the live to beg.
Yes, not just to
Wow.
come on their line and then they beg. Yeah, people can beg, and there's an app now for begging. So you can go on this app, and you as a giver will connect with the beggar, you know, and you give the people money. And you know, so when you criticize, right, really from a place of love, people say, oh, there's nothing you can do good. Black people are like crabs in a barrel. Everybody's trying to drag you down. I'm like, but the barrel is not the natural habitat of the crab. You know,
Right.
you
Who
put the
built the
crabs
barrel?
on the beach, you know, put the crabs on the beach and see what the fuck happens. You know, they help each
Right.
other.
They
They are
go
not
find their
pulling
own
each other
food.
down. That, you know, the problem is the barrel, not the crabs. You know, so in Nigeria right now, people are using this charity. You know, this
When
their
when
notion of
when are you gonna invite me to Nigeria? I'll come and I'll shake up the things.
anytime you're ready, brother. Celebration is next month, man. Pack your bags.
It's next month.
Yeah, man. 10 to 17th is a week.
Oh, I might come.
Let's paint Lagos black, red, and green.
I know some famous Nigerians who they've been meaning to come there and do something for 4 or 5 years. They haven't done shit. So I'm just gonna have to come myself. They haven't done shit. They just go take some pictures and leave.
Listen, when all these people come to Nigeria, like when they did the great return into Ghana, you would think that Africa was Las Vegas. You would think
Right,
Africa, we didn't have problems. Everybody came
right.
to Africa saying the year of the return, and all I could see in the hashtag was this high life, elitist,
Party.
expensive style, beach living Africa. Like, I'm like, is this what is really going on in Africa? Is this the
Right.
year of the return? Because we've done this before. I remind I said, we've done this before. Oh, I think Shaka has lost some connection. When he gets back, I'll let you all know, okay? You know, in Africa, this year of return we've done it before. We did it in Liberia. Go and check the history. I said, anybody that wants to know how Africans should not come back to Africa, how we must not do it, how it should never be done, read the history of Liberia. As soon as you read the history of Liberia, Africans and Africans in the diaspora would immediately know how to connect with each other. You see, when you look at all these so-called charities that the people are making people engage with, say, charity, give money. I, Seun, personally, I don't give money to people I don't know. Now, if I don't know you, why would I want to give you my money? We live in a society, right? And in this society, we pay tax. And the fact that I like to pay my tax means that I like to help my society. So it is the people that are refusing to use this tax well that are the problem. Now, let me tell you something. The person that is willing to give you giveaway, the man that is driving and giving beggars money, you know, this same man is the one working for the person that is creating the beggars in the first place. I repeat, everybody that is doing Mr. Do-Gooder, giveaway, doing this one, charity organization, this one, charities will go and take, see, the rich in Nigeria are generous now. Our politicians, they all have foundations where they put millions of naira. So they are good people. Didn't one of them open the 5 billion this thing for himself? They all have foundations where they donate money. Right? So they are good people now. Because they are throwing crumbs. Listen, in Nigeria, everybody is forced. I am a government to at least 30 or 40 people. When I tell you I'm a government to 30 or 40 people, I mean their housing, healthcare, feeding, education of their children, everything relies on me. But might not be my own personal government, providing my light, my own security. This is my existence. See, Africans, we are making a mistake. We are with a mistake being good for being stupid. The fact that we You see, you know why? Oh, this thing is scatter my head. Una know why people must they give this charity. The people they give this charity, they give it because they want this system to continue. Now this charity, they make some people way stupid think say there is hope if they keep hustling. Not knowing that there's no hope for them, they will just use them till they are old and they will dump them. Like they've done millions, hundreds of millions of people. Now, imagine if for 1 year in this country, you did not pay your cousin's school fees when they ask. You say, go to your local government. When your family people come to you, give me money for this, you say, go to your local government. When people come to you, say, go to the local government. We are the ones bailing out these politicians. See, Nigerians, we don't understand what we do when we say we are doing charity. We are bailing out the politicians. You see, one of the things that happen in this country is that, you see in Europe and America, you will just say, hey, for Europe and America, people, they always fight for their rights. Hey, white people will never take it. You know why? Because in Europe, you cannot even call your father for money. You cannot call even though your brother has, see, I have a friend that has a millionaire brother. In fact, that one too far. My manager's wife, sister, is married to a millionaire that time. You can't even go and visit them. Talk more of ask for money. And when you visit them, the last thing you must ever discuss is money. Europe, ask any African that is living in Europe, they will tell you, Europeans know they do rubbish with money. They know you cannot call your mother. You cannot call your father. If you're an adult and you're living in your father's house in Europe, you will be paying that man rent. Yes, Seun, you're right. You will be paying rent in that house. No freebies. You see, that's why in Europe, if the government now try to touch their public things, they know they agree. Say, that's power. But you know, for Nigeria, because we are supporting the people that make sure that there's no public institutions. See, this is an attack. You know, why do we like charity but hate public institutions? The conundrum, the irony of it defeats my soul. How you capitalists love charity on one hand. On one hand, you continue to talk about charity, hailing charity, but then on the other hand, you cannot stand public institutions. You cannot stand public institutions. How? How? Why? What is this? How is this working in your brain? Okay, when you want to be donating money to charity to go and be helping sick people, you want to be donating money to charity to go and be feeding poor people, you want to be donating money to charity to go and be helping people to go to school. But there's free school, free hospital, free land for growing food for the people. We have been to. Why not make sure that those public institutions are doing the things they're supposed to do? Why? Why choose charity over the functioning of state? It is because we are paying for the status quo to continue. All the bankers, when they stop for hold up, you stop for hold up, you go see small pikin, they beg money, you go they give her money. Is that not, are you a good person? Is that being good? You think you are being good? You think you are being good? A child, what kind of parents? So imagine, what kind of parents who sit down and be watching their child endanger his life or her life to be begging for money inside traffic, to be selling things inside traffic, begging, selling in traffic with children? This is wrong. It is despicable. But you, that you've been committing crime all week, destroying the nation. You are your Oga, sitting down in your offices, siphoning money in the banks, laundering money left and right, stealing oil in the oil companies, diverting petrol and stealing subsidy money left and right. You are your Oga, sitting down there in your offices, in the Ministry of Housing, make sure that people are homeless. Then the real estate business, you are making sure people cannot afford homes, pricing homes out of the reach of Nigerians. You do all of that as your job all week. Then you now come and dash some people 500 naira and 200 naira, and you go slow because you are a good person. You are a good person. Since when? Since when? Will you encourage your own children to be in traffic? You people are doing this so that those people never get to the states where they rise up against you. That's in Nigeria. That is what it is. We are trying to appease the way our politicians appease the streets, their area boys, which we are appeasing the beggars. The president, calm down. Everybody should be happy. God can do it to keep the status quo going. That's all that's happening here. That's all that is happening. You now be thinking that you are good, you are a good person. What we must do is to agitate, organize ourselves politically to make our public institutions work. If you truly care about that beggar's child on the streets, you will make sure that the public schools in their neighborhood are working. You will make sure that their children and their parents are not homeless. I once had a back and forth with Babafemi Ojudu online. I had a back and forth with him, and the man this man was my father's friend. He became a senator. He's now working in Buhari, but me and him still had a relationship. But I couldn't stand what he did. The governor of Medjugorje built a school. He posted the school. People were praising. Built one. First of all, we don't even know if the school is going to function well. Just people build one school, you don't praise them. Say, at least he built a conducive atmosphere for the child to come and learn. I was like, wow. Wow. He built conducive atmosphere for the child to learn. Okay, when the child comes this conducive atmosphere and learn, finish, and he go back to his own papa house, when no conducive, how the children teach him for that school where conducive go stay inside his head for the house when no conducive? How? The problems that those children will go and meet at home, the insecurity in the state alone. Now school they talk. So for me, my question to the capitalists of Nigeria, I think Shaka is not getting it out. I wish Shaka could come back, but I think his internet, is down and he can't get back on. But I'll try and get a full session with Shaka again soon. Mr. T from Italy, I know you're online. So I'm going to request for you to join me on this because you are where is Mr. Onidrip? He don't run. Mr. T from Italy, if you're still on this live, send me request. I mean, they work. So maybe in they work. Say you must work for Igbo land. Give me a second, guys. 1 second. Yeah, I'm back. So everybody's like, yes, Mr. T from TPP. People know. I like this. I like the community we are building. I like the community we are building. We build nice community. Everybody know everybody. We are looking out for each other. Even when one of our listeners died, people reached out, and I like the response. People even offered money to his family on the show. I'm really inspired by the caliber of people. This is what we mean when we say human beings. This is what we mean when we are the people. We the people. Chinwe, my dancer, what do you want? say what you want. You say hello, Seun. Chinwe, what do you want to tell me? People don't know Chinwe. Chinwe is my dancer in the UK. The #1 African dancer in the UK for me. But for the world, she's a really fantastic, really amazing artist. She has had shows in various top galleries, and right now she's working on a project called Ifenkili, I think female African arts, something like that. You know, she's working on it in the UK. So if you're in the UK and you see Ifenkili, please check it out. My home girl, Chinwe. In fact, my #1 African dancer. she's the one putting it on. I love you too, girl. Yeah, so on this charity thing that we do in Africa, so I'm surprised how we care so much about giving money to the poor. We care so much about educating the poor and treating them and protect. And all these things we say we care when we dive into charity, but we ignore the institutions that are built to provide these things. So how does this thing happen? How does this thing happen? I don't get. I don't get. I feel, me personally, I feel say the charity, why a lot of Nigerians engage with charity, because charity is one of the ways to meet the elites, not because they care about the poor. Charity and all these NGO and all these, you know, organizations of this and that, female, male, children, orphan, these organizations give them a way to link with the elites, you know, and these elites through their so-called charity, you know. Now that, see, you know, this whole charity thing is mad. It is these elites that are in government, that are in business, especially the business ones. It is the business elites that go and lobby, you know, bribe, or even they call it lobby, now bribe. They will go bribe their friends for government to defund public institutions so that their private institutions that they are owning and making money from can make more profit. And these same people that are destroying the institutions that should protect and care for the poor will go and now start doing charity. Does this make sense to anybody? And the charity can never work. Let me tell you people that want to do giveaway. You know, me, I don't like wasting my money. I cannot waste my money. I work too hard. Me, I have every penny I receive in this world. Some people in music, for some reason, they are so loved. They don't have to sing before people give them money. They say they'll just go to club. They say they should come to club and drink, and they'll give them money. They'll say they should just come and take pictures. They'll give them money. They'll say me, I have never seen that kind of money in my life. Before me, I see money in music, I have to walk like a mad person. My shabby weary. I will walk like a dog before they give me money. So, now I'm not carrying that money. I'll come and give you. No. You see these people that want to do, how many? Nigeria has about 150-something million poor people. Don't let anybody tell you different. In this country, there are over 152 million poor people. You know how I know this math? This one now, easy. Easy mathematics now take note. During COVID, Nigerian people say that they should give everybody money directly in their bank account. Say if the Nigerian government wants to help, they don't want them to share together. Just send everybody their money in their accounts. You know what Nigerian government said? Nigerian government said they cannot do that because only 48 million Nigerians have BVN. That means only 48 million Nigerians have bank accounts. The ramification of that statement, that thing where they talk, say only 48 million, meaning that 152 million Nigerians, for sure, are doing so bad, they are not even in the banking system. They cannot be captured. Oh, yeah, to pay Kamakosi Bank. Oh, understand? Now, this is what they call $1 a day, $2 a day, hand to mouth, 152 million. Now, of all the 48 million of now, we get back. I always say this to Yabuna. I must say Yabuna. Of all the 48 million of now, we get bank account. Don't be saying all of that put better money inside the account. Some people dey like this now. Account balance 74 naira. So there are still many poor people among the BVN owners. So that 152 million where they talk, I'm just being conservative. I'm being conservative because even among the so-called BVN owners, account one, 1,380 balance. Naija, na go keep person. So what did they happen here? So I know for a fact that we have at least 150 million poor people in this country. So, Mr. Giveaway, Madam Giveaway, charity do gooder, how many can you help? And why should you be the one to choose how people get help? Why? Why should it be you that has to choose when people get? See, this is what people don't understand, the oppressive nature of charity. You understand? Now there are 152 million people. If they don't even have internet and they don't follow you, they don't deserve help. At least they don't deserve your help. Yes, they have to follow you, like your comments. They don't deserve your help. Yeah. So how do we decide who decides, who gets what, when? How do we decide which widow is the one most deserving of the charity? And who is the most deserving to get it what time, when? The widow that doesn't know you doesn't deserve money, the widow that doesn't have access to your charity, doesn't deserve anything, the widow that is too uneducated, too poor to travel to where you are doing your event, the one that you don't see, the one that went out that day that you came, they don't deserve nothing, right? Why don't they pack all those charity money, go donate them for our public institutions, where nobody decides who gets the help? Why? Why? Pack all that money that you are donating in the charity. Don't be the one to share it. Stop. Take that money, create a public committee in the public school or with the parents of that school. Give them the money to spend in that school. Let the school run as it is running. But no, you must decide. You too. This is the God complex. It's an oppressor complex. You understand? It is the same thing that is going on. 152 million people are hungry in this country, are poor. What are you going to do for them? How many can you help? Even if you help 1 million people a year, it will take 152 years to bail people out through charity. And you cannot help 1 million people a year. Not charity. All the charities combined in Nigeria don't cover 1 million Nigerians a year. All the charities combined. All the charities combined. Big Billy Babu. I know say I talk nonsense, but I'm not giving you any money. No charity here. No giveaway. You hear me? No giveaway. And I'm not donating money to your NGO or your charity. If that's where you are coming from, neither. I've paid my tax. Case closed. I have paid my tax. So leave me alone. So, what is this charity business that is now instituted? You are making people think it is okay to beg. Nigerians, it is not okay to beg. It is not okay to beg. It is not okay to beg, fam. It is not okay to beg your brother, your sister. It is not okay to beg anybody for your existence. Because the moment you beg, every time you beg somebody, I'm not saying it's not okay, but don't make it everybody needs help. Now, don't get me. I'm not saying you have to become one-man soldier. I'm not trying to say you have to become one-man army. Nobody can live alone. It's impossible. Nobody can live alone. Nobody can live alone. It is impossible. It is impossible for people to live alone, to act alone, to be alone. Happy drip, Mr. T from Italy. I beg, send request for live. Make you join this live for me before I end up. I don't find you since. I don't find you since. Oh, so where was I, Jerry? Yes, we need help from people from time to time. Definitely, no tree can make a forest. No one tree is a forest. Yes, we need, but begging, needing help, needing assistance in a life project, in moving forward with your life, is different from begging. Begging is not, see, because every moment you beg somebody else, every time you beg, you diminish your humanity in front of that person, whether you like it or not. I'm telling you. Now, don't get me twisted. You see me, if you meet anybody that is around me, and this is how me I am. If you meet people around me, that know me, that work under me, that try, say, is Seun stingy? They'll tell you never. I can bet my life. Anybody that is in my crew that is around, Seun is not stingy. But if you meet people that don't know me, and you ask them, is Seun stingy? They'll say, eh? In fact, the farther away from my neighborhood that you go, from my neighborhood, the more stingy I become. You understand what I'm saying? So this is how it is. This is how it is. This is how it is. I can't really, if I say Mr. T dey for work. So whenever I send this thing, so I'm going to send him the invite by force. Oh yeah, come, let's finish this life together. So what charity? What charity? It's impossible for charity to save us. You know
Hello.
what you the dodge.
No.
Mr. T, because I don't do giveaway.
You know,
because I don't
this topic, man, this is, so I can say it's something deep to me because I've written like a treatise. I've actually written on this because if you're giving away, right, it's like you're giving away your destiny. So everyone has their own destiny, right? But the fact that your own destiny is now, dependent on another person's kind of giveaway, then you meet your own destiny in life, and then it's kind of like all your own blessings will now be going to that person, to be coming through that person. So you don't have like a dependence on the natural way of
you're not
getting
waiting for your blessing to come through somebody else.
Exactly, right.
And it also removes the institution of action away from individuals. You become dependent. And when you have a dependent mentality, it is impossible for you to have that action, that kind of ability to act. That kind of independent ability. Okay, I want to make the right decision for myself. Because now your decision is tied to the well-being of your giver.
You are a slave to your giveaway.
Your giveaway now can even slap your mother in your presence. Because it's a bad thing you do.
Right.
Say, you go tell your mother, say your mother make mistake. Just the way people are saying that they are fathers. Because Otedola buy car for his children. People are saying that they are insulting their parents online. I felt bad for Africa. I could imagine being some of those parents. And it's the parents' fault, because what did you instill in your child? Right. That equates your value to them with a car that will be out of vogue in 3 years.
Our dignity should not depend on anything material, right?
Exactly. Especially when all these people doing charity have the power to fix the public.
Right.
All these people doing charity have the power. They have it in their hand like this, the ability to fix what is wrong with this country.
100%.
but they rather do charity. So that's why I want to get to the bottom of charity. What is going on in this charity? Mr. T, you are in Italy. You are my friend. You can see it from the Italian perspective. From the Italian people's perspective. Do the Italians also depend on charity to educate their children?
No. For sure not.
Wow. So they decide to do it themselves.
So here it's more like, man, there are problems. If you just start thinking about it, like my head would like. So there's one guy that said, I was watching on Facebook. He said he was trying to give a joke. He said, like, when I try to explain this problem, you know, my head would be like it wants to explode. That's how the problem is. So the thing is, like, they try as much as possible here to make. You wouldn't even notice the difference between public and private schools, right? Although there are like some subtle differences, you know, maybe like the price and all that. But they make it in such a way that it's affordable, you know, to everyone. They give lots of, you know, like discount, let's say, bursaries for people to study. So, like, there's I don't even know how to put it. So there's this. The people, like people, even here, for example, some people don't necessarily own homes, right? Because the system works in a way that you have light, you have water, you have everything. So there's no, I mean, you can decide, say you want to buy a home, but like you can live even without saying you want to have, you can just be renting, you know, and then maybe after a while you can have a long focus. So like they make a lot of public infrastructure. I'll give another example. I wish I could go out, but let's see. So there's this thing here where I live in Turin, right? They have this public.
I want to Juventus.
They've stolen Ronaldo from us, anyways. But so there's these fountains, right? So like water fountains. You find it like every 50 to 100 meters around. You know, you're walking. You see like once it's like a water fountain. Let me see if I have the image. Or if I can go out to show you. So this water, right, is running 24/7 for more than how many years? You know, over 5-10 years. This water has not once, and it's just running. You know, it's just rushing. It's there. You can go out anytime you see water there. So they make sure that, you know, the basic thing that gives you dignity, they are working. That way, you're able to live as a human and enjoy society. So what is the need for, you know, charity? You have a dignity.
This is what Nigerians don't understand. That dignity is the fact that they've extracted it from our existence. That Africans are now born without you are born without dignity. You'll be born and they take dignity and put it away from you. Something that you are born with too. And when you see little children, little poor children, when they are growing up, they try to act with dignity because it is. They will start snapping them. Can I share? Oh, I know your place. They slap the dignity out of them first.
Right.
You understand? So,
right.
Anyway, you know, I don't want to get a perspective from someone that wasn't living in Nigeria to talk about how charity worked in those countries. You know, but knowing fully well that even though there are charities in Italy, you find out that it is to cater for African people. I'm tired. I am tired. I am tired.
Wait, let me see if I can see this video. I want to show this fountain because this is one that pains me the most. You know, that you can have water 24 hours. You know, running non-stop. Fountain. Let me see. Oh, look at it. So I think there's a video. Let me see if I can show you. I don't know if you can see it well.
Yeah, I can see it well.
So that's how the fountain is. Like, it's just to the ground like that. And it's running 24/7.
So people can just go and drink some water.
Anytime, any
You
day.
don't have to go and beg one big man to line up outside his house with your bucket.
No,
When you say
you can
nobody on
even
the street go feel offend the man because they give free water for now. Because they do anything. If you make an verse, you go off the tap. Nothing we never see for this Africa.
How's it?
Nothing we never see for this Africa. And they tell you. Anyway, thanks, bro. Thanks for coming on the live. I know it was I just jacked you.
No problem.
I jacked you.
Actually, I was going to. I was actually going to come on, so I just wanted to like clean up some things and then. Yeah, but thanks, man. Thanks you. Yeah, I'm enjoying your wisdom that you're sharing, man. Keep on enlightening people and let them go.
Oh man. So that was Mr. T from Italy, everybody. Oh yeah, exit the live. I don't know how to remove you.
How do I exit?
I don't know. Press the X button, I think, on your thing. I don't know how to do it. I'll have the hair. Okay. So yeah. So for me personally, charity and all this giveaway, I'm not saying is good or bad, but I don't do it. And people should not judge me that I'm good or bad for not doing it. People know why they do what they do, and I know why I do what I do. You know, nobody is better than anybody. Nobody is more Nigerian than anybody for doing. But nobody should also now insist that at the same time you cannot insist on that, because I don't see it as fostering your humanity. I don't see it as making you a better person. It doesn't even make me a better person. You understand? So we have to see, you know, I mean, what generosity? What is true generosity? What does it mean for somebody to be generous? It's true, we have to think about it. What does it mean to be generous? Right? If I have $10 billion and I spend $5 million on you or on anything, and I have 1 million naira, and I still spend 500,000 naira, and I spend 500,000 of my 1 million on something, who is truly generous? So generosity cannot be determined by giving. You understand? Generosity cannot be determined by what people can give. Because if it's like that, then rich people will just be, all rich people are generous. And trust me, they are not. Because they take more than they give. Even you that are giving, they are taking from you. They are giving you stipends of what they've taken from you. Come on, guys. We cannot say that people are kind, people are generous because they can give. To give money, especially money, is not a sign of generosity. To give money is simply the ability to spend. It's the ability to spend. Now, I'll give you an example of what I'm saying. And I will name names, I don't care, because not be me talking. It's there, online. Dangote get girlfriend for Miami. I don't know what you do the babe. I don't know what you cause quarrel between here and babe. I don't know whether he dumped the babe. For another, I don't know, shall the girl sharp verse. The girl came online. Can't talk about Dangote, say, well, for the last 2 years, she has been dating a billionaire. She now knew, she talk all her love, all her heartbreak, everything. You know how these women do, all these loose women that date oppressors of other people's country for money, older men that can be their father, you know, because they have money. I have no respect for such women. You understand? She can't talk online, say, in these 2 years, I've been at 1 year where she don't date this man. She has bought 2 apartments in Miami. 2 apartments. If I'm being generous, that's at least $1 million. And I'm sure it will be in the nice neighborhood. You can go and buy apartments in the ghetto. So nice neighborhood. You buy apartments in Miami right now, 2 at least. She said, she knows what it means. She said she knows what it means to spend $500,000 on a restaurant and have it be unsuccessful and closed down. That means say that she opened $500,000 restaurant where closed down. Waste. Then she's still now opening a new one business that she's running. 2 apartments, just 2 years of fucking. This girl has talked about almost $2 million. Please, when has Dango, I mean, please, public school in Nigeria, who's giving them $2 million? Public hospital in Nigeria, who is giving them $2 million? Who? Who? That's one girl. You not say because people are giving you that they are generous. What's giving? This is the ability to spend. Giving money is nothing but the ability to spend. If someone gives you money, it just means they can afford to spend money. And that's nothing. That's not generosity. Because that ability to spend money is not tied directly to your best interest. Generosity is giving that is tied to the best interest of the receiver. It's like somebody close to you is a junkie and is asking you for money. If you give that person money, you know that person is going to use that money. You know that person is going to use that money to do what? Going to use that money to take drugs. Do you give that money because you are generous? That is not generosity, because that money is not tied to the best interest of the receiver. So that is my own point here. I see all of them giving, everybody charity, but you're not tied to the best interest of the people of this country. Yes, it must be tied to their best interest. It must be tied to their best interest. So that's what I'm saying here. I don't really care about anybody. So people should stop criticizing me, because too much on my page, people come here, you're stingy, you don't do this. Thank you. But my daughter will tell you I'm not stingy. My wife will tell you I'm not stingy. My friends will tell you I'm not stingy. The people under my care that I have responsibility over will tell you I'm not stingy. And that's what matters to me. Fuck you and your thoughts on how my pocket and my ability to put my hand in my pocket is. I don't care. I don't care. You know? Is empowerment generosity? What kind of empowerment? You know, empowerment is twofold. This is a good question. Where important is empowerment, generosity? Empowerment is not generosity if you are giving people keke mawa to drive. That's not empowerment, really. You know, this whole empowerment saying that they give people okada, keke mawa, cutlass. Imagine, cutlass is empowerment. For they give people cutlass, they are giving people pepper grinder, all these dumbass things. That's not empowerment. I'm sorry. You know, real empowerment is mentorship. It comes with mentorship, financing, training, finance, sponsorship, mentorship. That is proper empowerment. Training, sponsorship, and mentorship. That's proper empowerment. That you are helping people, you know, be great. That you are helping people, you know, be better. Not just that they give them what you will keep them for where they did. You understand? When people are giving people okada and kekemawa as empowerment, I ask them immediately, do you want your children to ride keke when they grow up? So how can you be giving somebody keke and you say you are empowering him? You are empowering poverty, not the you are empowering poverty. Because now, you know, there's expectation in life. They've given you that kekemawa now. You understand? People will not be saying you must. You understand? You must. make it with the kekemawa. So even though the kekemawa know they work well, it's spoiled. You are not eating well from it. You don't want to let them go because people will think that you be failure. People will think you're a failure if your kekemawa business when they dash you close down. So now you are now trapped in this poverty cycle with this kekemawa. Imagine that's empowerment of poverty. You understand? And there's also tokenism. There's also tokenism, where you will pack Africans together and tell them that you want to make them entrepreneurs and you want to give them money to start up entrepreneur business when there's no opportunity for them to thrive outside in the society that you are sending them into. When you, man, that you are giving them this mentorship training for entrepreneurship, you have collected all the contracts that they should use for their own development. You know, basically you are training people to be loyal to you so that when they come out, since you have already siphoned all the contracts, you will not be giving them the contract to do on your behalf. And Africans must understand tokenism when they see it. We must understand tokenism when we see it and reject it for what it is. And, you know, for me, that's very important. Recognizing things for what they are. You know, so I'm very happy about today's live. Big shout out to my big African king brother, Chakabars, doing big things in Goma. You know, he's one of those people that are on ground doing what they say that they're going to do. You know, so I like that. And there's also Mr. T from Italy who joined. I want to thank him too. He's a big man, but I don't know if he likes being called a big king. But I know he's a big man. He's a big man. He's a big man. So we must recognize tokenism. And also know that we as Africans cannot depend on entrepreneurship. What is entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship never saved anybody. On the eve of the Holocaust in Europe against the Jews, two vex, I don't want to talk your real name, make people know, make you know cast. Two vex, you don't come do that your reach now, we get roach. You don't copy me, I know vex. Okay, you don't copy me. Fine. You copy me, two vex. You don't do my life now. You copy me, I know vex. You never send my part. Me, I no talk. You never send. Okay, me, I know just we go jam with the jam. We go jam. We go jam. So we have to understand that on the eve of the Holocaust in Europe against the Jewish people, the Jews were the most entrepreneurial people in Europe. The Jews were the most entrepreneurial people in the whole Europe. Nobody had business like them. Nobody had money like them. Nobody had nothing like the Jews in terms of business and money. They were the kings of. It did not save them from the Holocaust because business and money save you from nothing. The only thing that can protect and save you is power. Only power. And power comes from a functioning state. And that functioning state's allegiance to you as a citizen. So we must begin to strengthen those things that make us a state. Our educational institutions, not personal businesses. What Nigeria needs now is a strengthening of its institutions, not personal business. And that's what Nigeria's only been strengthening personal businesses for the last 40 years. Since 1980, they started it. 1993, they sanctified it with structural adjustment program. And now that's all they are doing. Strengthening people's personal business. While they are letting our institutions fail. And the failings of this institution is creating so much poverty that they are now using charity to combat. And charity is not even the tool. The tool is for them to reverse all that their money they are packing to their personal pocket should now be used to raise our institutions. People should want to grow up and be teachers. And the only reason people want to be teachers is because teachers are paid very well and have good places to stay. People should want to be historians, archaeologists, because they want to know where we are from. Because that brings power and knowledge and grace and pride to our people? Where's our own National Archaeological Institute? Digging, telling us our own story from our own perspective, not Oyibo man coming to dig our things and taking them away, explaining to us how they see it. Tribal art. Tribal art. Really? Now their own be sophisticated painting. We hear. You see, but this is the reason. This is the reason why we are where we are. Our failing institutions. So we must go back and forget this their charity. Anybody that's not interested in helping us fix these public institutions where they have no say on who gets the help, on who gets access. We don't want the one that you have say to who has the access. We don't want the perfection of oppression. We want the one that we control to be working, where we have say. That is what we need. Somebody is asking which school I graduated from. Kalakuta Republic University. The University of Kalakuta Republic, my brother. That's the only education I ever had. All the other schools where I go, Nagbef. They don't teach me anything there. As a dead press said, these schools ain't teach us shit. My people need freedom. We have to get all we could get. All my high school teachers could suck my dick, telling me what my lies. Straight bullshit. That's the only message I have for all the education I've had in my life. These schools can't teach us shit. My people need freedom. We have to get all we could get. All my high school teachers to suck my dick, telling me white man lies. Straight bullshit. That's all they need to know about my school. My school that I'm proud of is the University of Kalakuta Republic. I say even my music school, waiting they teach me there. Nothing I left for the music school and they take right Afrobeat now. They don't teach me Afrobeat for the music school. So what consign me and the music school? I beg. Let me tell you what I'm telling you. It is our institutions. It is another things what we need for us to get power, for there to be a strong state that are being destroyed in this country with the help of the people doing charity. The more lawyers that come out of our university, the more injustice is in our society. Why? If the lawyers in Nigeria are not working for injustice, not justice, because our public institution is for justice, that is not what they are working for. All of them go come outside. They work for money and themselves in the name of and create more lawyer, more injustice, more judges, more injustice, more banks, more poverty, more police, less security. Name it, more schools, more ignorance. Name it, the more companies are built in Nigeria, the more unemployment is happening in Nigeria. Don't you people see these things? Don't you ask these questions? How these things don't relate? The more hospitals, the more doctors we have in Nigeria, the less health care that you have in Nigeria. Don't you ask how come? But it's charity. It's charity. It is charity. No. We must ask, is those institutions that we want. And they don't pay. They know what they are doing. When they give bodies, pay more, they spend money, billions on nonsense. But they cannot give education to their people. They know what they are doing in this country. And if you, as a Nigerian, cannot see from your own perspective what these people they do against you, then maybe you deserve what is happening to you. Maybe you deserve what is happening to you. So for me, this is my take. That's why I say today's one is Yabbiss. Because so many things were hanging in the air. First of all, I have to talk about, all these people entertaining people with their life. Turn your life, your sacred life. It's nothing sacred anymore. Because me, I don't go to church or mosque. Maybe that's why I understand sacred. When something is sacred, you know, when something is so special, so life, your life is the most sacred of things, and you take that life. Not only is you're not lucky in your life, you have talent, you have gift, but some people have not convinced you that those things are not enough. You have to desacralize yourself. You have to turn yourself into a product. Do you know what it means when you turn yourself into a product? And people are happy to be going around saying that I'm a brand. I've heard. Then you turn your whole life into entertainment. Your real life. Not that you are acting play, or you turn your life into entertainment. Your pain is entertainment. Your joy is entertainment. Your success, entertainment. Your failure, entertainment. Let me tell you, you are a human being. You are not built to know what everybody that knows you in this world thinks about you immediately. Your mind is not built to know what 10,000 people think about you at once. You are a human being still. Forget what you think you are. Forget that you think you are invincible, you are a machine, all these things you tell yourself. You are not that. You are nothing but a human being. And your mind is not ready to know what the whole world thinks about you at once. Especially when it's your real life. There's no way you come out of that healthy. That's why you see musicians now, we think going on stage and now music, they're on stage fighting each other with music online. This, what's next? Gloves on artists' feet, say, my song sweet past your song, I'll beat you up. They'll give us glove. Next now. We are the next, I mean, is that the next step? What's going on? Why is everything entertainment? Why is everything entertainment? I don't get it. Please, even though you want your life to imitate your art, never let your art imitate your life. Life imitates art every day. I understand that. But don't let it be vice versa. I see somebody is asking when we go graduate for University of Calacuta. You see, University of Calacuta is the right educational institution that knows that learning is lifelong. There's no graduation. You only graduate when people have told you what they want to tell you is enough. Oh, yeah, come and serve. No. This is not Calacuta learning. Calacuta learning is forever. It's forever. So we live in a country where everybody, you know, so that's the one point. Then the money over everything mantra, they are singing in everybody's brain. Money over everything, money over nature, money over your children, money over black people, money over your mother, money over your father, money over your girlfriend, money over your brother, money over your boyfriend, money over your grandfather, money over your friends. You know, this is what they are saying, but really what they are saying is money over black people. Finish, that's what they are saying. That's what, because this is what, I tell you, this, we are in an industry where they encourage African people. The music industry encourages African people to be the worst that they can be. The worst behavior you show, you know, the less African you are. Because trust me, Africa is not aesthetics. It is not where you wear agbada that you're an African. Obasanjo wears agbada 24/7. Between his brain, there's nothing African there. Between his ears, rather, there's nothing African there in his brain. You understand? So African culture is not about aesthetics. African culture is not the fashion that you wear that makes you African. Like the culture, we are doing it for the culture. You are doing it for your pockets. That is not the culture. You understand? Because we are doing it for the culture. Culture, go and check what culture truly is, the meaning of culture. Culture doesn't stop at African clothes. African bead. That's not where African culture stops. Okay? Let's get that right. If we're going to miss anything, you know? Because the message, the behavior that diminishes our humanity is what the music industry, I'm not afraid to say it, wants to promote. That's why we can have songs about cleaning ourselves. We can have songs insulting our women. You know, praising any kind of behavior, selling drugs, anything. You know, so I understand that. So this money over everything is just simply means money over black people. Because that person that is saying money over everything doesn't mean money over his mother. They're just trying to say that they don't give a fuck about anything that we are going through as African people. That all they care about is their own money. And when they take their own money, they are ready to fuck these people. Welcome to the club. You know. Thirdly, I'm talking about is charity, right? So I went at length at that one because charity is really something that is, you know. So yeah, what we want to know is how the same people that privatize our public institutions, you understand, that take what belongs to us, the public institutions of the people, take what is us. Somebody said, Johnny says more gay black guys now. They are just more gay black guys out now. I don't think there are more gay black guys now than 2 years ago or 3 years ago. You just see them more out now. You understand? So I don't think so. You know, being gay is not the issue with African people. You know, anybody can fuck with the light. What I'm discussing here is politics, not sexual. You see, this is what I'm saying. This is the base level. I'm talking about sexual. I mean, what's everybody's business with somebody's sexuality? I mean, why does anybody care who somebody else is fucking? Oof. Well, let me tell you, if it is homosexuality that's making you think you are losing your culture to gay people, to Western people, then you need to get a very late pass. You need to get a very late pass, very late one. You know, because when I walk out the streets in my country here in Lagos, I hardly see anything African popping anywhere in Africa. You know, that's all. I'm walking here, I don't see anything African in Africa. So I don't know why this is homosexual. Anyway, that's not what I'm. So yeah, the third one is the charity and the nonsense of it. That the people that go and lobby the government of our country to defund our public institutions are the same ones that are now open charity. To want to help the people that those public institutions that are not funded are failing. Now you want to help the people that you lobby to kill and destroy for your personal benefit. You know. So yeah, African people, we are not crabs in a barrel. Let everybody tell us. And the crab in a barrel analogy is stupid. It's a stupid analogy. Stupid analogy. Crabs in a barrel act that way because they are imprisoned, they are captured. The barrel is the problem. If you take those same crabs and you put them in their natural habitat, which is by the beach, you see them helping themselves to get to the sea. They help each other. They work together. The problem with the crabs has never been the crab. That is the situation that the crabs found themselves, which is this barrel that was built by someone. You understand? Thank you very much for joining today's live. Today at Yabbiss. I will do another one this weekend, you know. Yeah, Africa.